So, unfortunately, Gene Hackman has died, age 95 in New Mexico. A strange situation because his wife, who was about 30 years younger than him, also is dead. I don't really know what happened yet. They're looking into it. I'm very interested. But anyways, I wanted to do a video about Gene Hackman and his career. Because he's an actor that I've just always liked. I mean, just, even as a kid watching him, like in films like Crimson Tide or something like that, or when I was younger, like Enemy of the State. Just an intense actor that is really almost like one of a kind. He's got to be in my top 10 favorite actors of all time. Probably high up on that list, actually. He's just an interesting actor. He's not like the greatest looking guy ever or anything like that, but he's just got raw talent and intensity. That's what I always think about whenever Gene Hackman's on the screen. He's just intense, and you can't stop watching him. He was a Marine, United States Marine Corps, 1946 to 1951. Rank private first class. This is on the Wikipedia. It says Operation Belaguer, Operation of Japan, Occupation of Japan. He got the National Defense Service Medal, China Service Medal, Navy Occupation Service Medal. So he's a veteran. He apparently joined when he was 16 to the Marine Corps. He lied and said he was a little older. So, solid guy, veteran. And it's just sad because I don't think there are actors like this anymore, in my opinion. I mean, who's the next Gene Hackman? It's like, I don't think they're, that I'm aware of them anyways. But his career started in 1961. Mad Dog Call. He's uncredited as a cop. Really, I think the first big movie he did that most people talk about anyways is Bonnie and Clyde. And then if you watch interviews with him, he says like his big break was The French Connection. So, does The French Connection, in the Poseidon Adventure, which he's great in. Which I actually just watched that a while ago, and it's a pretty good movie, but he's amazing in it. Young Frankenstein, he has a small role in as a priest. French Connection 2, The Conversation, and then obviously Great Lex Luthor, Superman 1 and 2. I think, yeah, he's in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Wonder how much they paid him for that. Ooh, because that movie's that's a stinker. But he's good in it, though. I mean, he's never given a bad performance, in my opinion, that I've ever seen. He's just such a great actor. It's just, yeah, when I heard that he died, I mean, he had a nice long life, but still, I would like to know more about the circumstances of what happened. But Uncommon Valor, that's a really good one. Hoosiers, Mississippi Burning, The Package. I did a review for that like 6 months ago. That's a great movie. Unforgiven, as little Bill Daggett, just an amazing Western, great performance. He's like basically this corrupt sheriff that is not a good guy at all. And apparently he didn't even want to do the movie because he's like, look, I've done a lot of violent movies and I'm not looking to do that. Because he was friends with Eastwood, and Eastwood's like, well, just read the script and then we could talk about it. And then he read it and he's like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. So he's in Wyatt Earp too. Crimson Tide, Great scenes with Denzel Washington. That's actually a really great movie. Tony Scott. And I've heard that the script is actually ghostwritten by Quentin Tarantino, at least the dialogue, because apparently Tony Scott had the script. And, you know, I mean, if you ever listen to Quentin Tarantino, he talks all the time about how he loves Tony Scott. And he was friends with him. You know, he did True Romance. And I guess he called him up and he's like, hey, I got this script, but I think the dialogue could be a little better. Like, can you touch it up? And he's like, oh, sure. So he's not credited or anything, but that happens in Hollywood a lot. Get Shorty, I just reviewed that. That's an amazing movie. He plays a great character in that because he's kind of this sleazy B-movie director, you know, with John Travolta. Great scenes between them. Absolute Power, Extreme Measures. That's a good movie where he plays a doctor and they're like kidnapping, spoilers for it, but they're kidnapping homeless people, and they're putting chips in them to see if they can make them walk again. Because they're like kidnapping, like, I think some of them are paralyzed, and some of them I think they actually make them paralyzed. It's a really messed up movie, but he's like trying to find basically like a cure for paralysis. An Enemy of the State, which people say is kind of a pseudo sequel to The Conversation. Runaway Jury, Behind Enemy Lines, The Royal Tenenbaums, Heist. Oh, that's right, he's in The Mexican, the movie, 2001. The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, which I think this picture comes from, but... And his last movie is Welcome to Mooseport, which is not a good movie. At least that's what it looks like. I don't know. To be fair, I've never seen it. But that was his last movie, and then he retired, basically. And from what I've seen in interviews, is like, he says he gets really stressed out about movie roles. You know, he prepares a lot, and was having heart trouble. And then his doctor basically said, well, maybe think about, retiring. So he retired. He lived in New Mexico, but just a great career. I mean, for Academy Awards, 1968, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Bonnie and Clyde. 1971, he was nominated for that. Nominee, 1971, Never Sang for My Father, Best Actor in a Supporting Role. I've never seen that. 1972, winner, Best Actor in a Leading Role, The French Connection. 1989, nominee, Best Actor in a Leading Role, Mississippi Burning. 1993, winner, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Unforgiven. So he's got Best Actor in a Leading Role, French Connection, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Unforgiven. So great career. He's born in San Bernardino, California. And then apparently his parents divorced when he was 13, and his father later left the family. Hackman lived briefly in Iowa and spent his sophomore year at Storm Lake High School. And then he joined the U.S. Marine Corps, served 4.5 years as a field radio operator. Hackman was stationed in China. When the communist revolutionaries conquered the mainland in 1949, he was reassigned to Hawaii and Japan. After his discharge in 1951, Hackman moved to New York City, where he worked at various jobs. In 1962, his mother died in a fire she had accidentally started while smoking. Oh, wow. He began to study journalism and television production at the University of Illinois under the GI Bill, but left without graduating and moved back to California. So, just an interesting life. Great actor. I mean, for me, like, some of my favorite roles of his are Unforgiven, French Connection, I'd say Crimson Tide, and Enemy of the State. I think he really elevates that movie. Mississippi Burning. I should go back and watch that. Obviously, Superman, you know, Lex Luthor, iconic. You know, probably the best on-screen Lex Luthor we've had, right? So, in the new Superman movie, the new Lex Luthor's got some big shoes to fill, so I guess we'll see about that. The Conversation's a great movie. Kind of a nice, slow movie from Francis Ford Coppola. But it's, you know, slowly revealing what's going on. Interesting movie if you haven't seen it. Young Frankenstein, you know, he gets a nice comedic role there. But yeah, just such a good actor, and just kind of, you know, just constantly doing good work. Never a bad performance. And then he married his wife, who is dead also, in the early 90s. And then almost, you know, a little bit over 10 years later, he retired. And yeah, but I don't know, I just wanted to kind of pay my respects to Gene Hackman, because yeah, it's just like, you know, just with movies today, I mean, like, who's the next Gene Hackman? Like, I don't see it, you know? And I don't know, I just think the quality of actors has gone down. It seems like today, like a lot of them are like just pretty boys for the actors anyways, and you know, it's just less emphasis on character, I think, and grit, and more just about, you know, who looks good on a poster, or, you know, who looks good on like a digital poster or whatever on Netflix, you know. So yeah, but yeah, just you know, tons of good movies. The Quick and the Dead, that's a decent movie. He's great in it. From Sam Raimi. The Firm, A Bridge Too Far, Scarecrow. But yeah, so anyways, just want to do a quick video. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Sad to see him go, but you know, I'm sure he's looking down on us, and hopefully smiling. So, but anyways, I think that's about it. R.I.P. Hackman, Gene Hackman, and to your wife. Which is just very strange what happened there. Hopefully they get to the bottom of it, because it's very odd. To his wife, Betsy Arakawa, who he married in 1991. He married Faye Maltese in 1956, divorced 1986. They had 3 children. And then, yeah, in 1991, he married Betsy Arakawa. So, but yeah, just respect, and, you know, thanks for a great career and many, many movies that we can go back and watch. And I think I will go back and watch some of them, especially now. So, yeah, that's about it, though. I'll see you next time.